For over 175 years, Dexter Russell has been manufacturing quality cutlery. Today, we provide professionals like chefs and meat cutters, for instance, with over 1,500 types of knives. Most were custom-made to fill a particular need. From all of these choices, how do you decide which knife is right for the job? In addition, with such a wide assortment of tools available to sharpen and maintain an edge, which do the professionals recommend? Through this video series, the experts at Dexter Russell are going to advise you and clear up any misunderstandings or misconceptions concerning our products or the care of them. For this program, we've selected 4 basic knives. First, the boner. As its namesake implies, it's used for cutting around bone and filleting. Next, the scimitar, when large, straight cuts with no bone are called for. The cleaver, for chopping through bone or other heavy uses. And finally, the chef's knife, when 3 types of edges on the same blade are desired. The tip, which is thin and slightly flexible, can be used for slicing, the heavier center for slicing and dicing, and the heel for chopping and light cleaving. We've learned from experience that the requirements of the professionals who use our products vary a great deal, and we strive to satisfy those specialized needs or individual demands. As an example, Dexter Russell currently manufactures over 125 different styles of boners alone. Once you've selected a suitable knife for the job, you should also know how to maintain its cutting edge. Everyone knows how frustrating it is to use a dull knife. Under constant use, any knife must be maintained. However, before we get into which method we recommend, let's examine up close exactly why a knife becomes dull. All of Dexter Russell's knives leave the factory sharp with a feather edge. As it's used, that feather edge eventually folds over. To restore it periodically, we recommend the butcher steel.
Because with very little effort, we can stand the feather back up to its original position, restoring the bite that the knife had when it was new. To do this, you place the heel of the knife on the point of the butcher steel at approximately a 45-degree angle, and you raise the back of the knife about 1/4 of an inch away from the butcher steel, and you stroke it down across the steel until they cross at the midsections and off at the point and the heel of the butcher steel. You do the same on the opposite side in the same manner, and with a couple of strokes as simple as this, you can restore the edge of the knife to its original condition.
Sooner or later, the feather edge on a well-used knife will break off. Now, a considerable amount of material must be removed to restore the feather edge. Before you send it to a professional knife grinder, you may want to consider an intermediate solution. Here are 3 of Dexter Russell's sharpeners: the 3-way, the diamond sharpener, and SXL. Here's a demonstration of our 3-way.
All you need to do is contact the knife, the stone, at the 45-degree angle as you would on a butcher steel, and wipe it across the stone in this manner and in the opposite direction a number of times until you have established a coarse feather, and then you turn the sharpener over until you get onto the smoother stone, and a few swipes there will create a new feather for you that will cut as it was when it was made.
Even with the best of care, a well-used blade becomes thick and dull because every time a knife is sharpened with a steel, its edge is gradually worn back, becoming thicker each time the steel is used. After a while, it becomes so thick that cutting even a tomato is difficult. When this happens, the edge must be carefully reground to restore a factory-fresh professional edge. Keep in mind that there's no substitute for quality, materials, and craftsmanship. So don't be fooled by the outrageous claims of exotic brands. Put our experience to work for you, as thousands of our customers have worldwide. Dexter Russell, American-made quality for nearly 2 centuries.